Imagine having your own high-powered, multi-agent AI system natively running right there on your iPhone or Mac. Now imagine paying absolutely nothing for it. That's the ultimate financial workaround we're uncovering today. Welcome to this explainer, where we're going to explore exactly how to build a complex AI Hivemind entirely inside Apple shortcuts using completely free tools. No expensive monthly subscriptions, just pure native automation.
So you might be wondering, can you actually build a 3-agent AI Hivemind for exactly $0 The answer is a massive yes. Think of this project a bit like assembling a high-tech heist crew. We are going to outsmart the system by leveraging generous free developer tiers and native Apple tools to pull off something that usually costs enterprise teams serious money.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is the roadmap for our blueprint today. We'll start with the zero-cost AI Hivemind concept, then look at securing free API access. After that, we'll assemble the 3-agent architecture, decode how to build the JSON requests, and finally wrap up with parsing the final output. Don't worry, we'll break all the tech jargon down into really logical phases.
All right, part 1, the zero-cost AI Hivemind. This is our master plan for a free AI brain. Our core objective here is setting up a dynamic pipeline right on your device, routing text sequentially without ever hitting a paywall. The source outlines 2 free paths to get this done. Method A uses native webhooks. This is basically Apple shortcuts built in, get contents of URL action, talking directly to REST APIs. 0 third-party apps required. Then there's Method B, which relies on companion apps like AI and automation for shortcuts or the LLM Shortcut Toolkit, which have nice free tier utilities. While Method B is perfectly fine, for this explainer, we are going all in on Method A. It's natively integrated, it's incredibly fast, it's super clean, and honestly, it gives you absolute control.
Moving right along to part 2, securing free API access. Time to procure the gear.
Look, to avoid any upfront costs, we obviously need some free fuel to power this thing, and we've got some fantastic options. Google AI Studio offers a really robust free tier for Gemini Flash. Then you've got Groq, which is a total game changer for blazing fast access to open weights models like Llama and Mixtral. And finally, OpenRouter gives you a rotating selection of free open source models, all under just one key. Now, for our native build, Groq is practically perfect. Why? Because it uses the standard OpenAI schema, which makes our whole setup so much easier to duplicate.
Okay, part 3, the 3-agent architecture. Let's assemble our crew.
Now that we have our API keys, we need to design our highly specialized AI agents. Think of it as a workflow. We start with your initial user input, maybe just a raw concept. That passes into AI Node 1, the generator. You could use Llama 3 via Groq for this. Whatever it spits out feeds directly into AI Node 2, the Critic, which could be powered by Gemini Flash. Finally, both of those distinct perspectives get handed off to AI Node 3, the Synthesizer, maybe an OpenRouter free model, to finalize the result. Let's actually take a closer look at these distinct personalities.
Meet our first crew member, the generator. When we set up this node, the system prompt we give it is super fascinating. We tell it, you are an expansive, creative generator. Brainstorm bold, unorthodox ideas for the prompt. We want this node to just run wild. It's not supposed to be perfect, you know? It's supposed to be expansive and completely raw.
But then we contrast that completely with our second crew member, the Critic. We literally take that raw, chaotic brainstorm from the generator and feed it straight into this node's input. The system prompt here is intense. You are a rigorous, highly critical, analytical reviewer. Tear down the following text, find logical flaws, and demand tighter constraints. This agent has one job, and one job only: find the structural weaknesses and edge cases in the first agent's ideas. And this brilliantly illustrates the sheer power of a multi-agent system. Our final node is the Synthesizer. Its prompt tells it, you are a master synthesizer. Take the original idea and the critical review, resolve contradictions, and forge a brilliant, polished final execution plan. So it literally takes the output from node 1, grabs the output from node 2, mashes them together into a single payload, and creates this beautifully balanced, totally finalized product. It's almost like magic.
Part 4, building JSON requests. Let's decode the tech. So, we're shifting from the who of our heist crew to the how. And if you're not a coder, don't worry. This is the absolutely crucial concept to grasp, the get contents of URL action. This is Apple Shortcut's built-in core engine. It literally allows your device to talk directly to external REST APIs.
It's the secret sauce that lets us bypass paid third-party wrapper apps completely and connect straight to the AI providers.
Let's break down exactly how you configure that action for the Groq API. First up, you set the URL to Groq's chat completions endpoint. You're going to change the method to post because we're sending data out. Then you need two headers. Header 1 is authorization, mapped to the word bearer followed by your free API key. Header 2 is content type, mapped to applications/JSON. Basically, this is how you knock on Groq's door and prove that you're allowed inside.
Once you're at the door, you have to hand them a message, right? That's the JSON body. This is just a structured data payload where you define exactly what you want the AI to do. You specify the model, something like llama 3.3.70b versatile. You set the temperature, and most importantly, this is where you inject your system prompts. Those agent personas we just talked about, they go right here, alongside the actual user input.
So the crucial point to remember here is how we chain these inputs from one JSON body to the next. In Node 1, your user content is simply the raw shortcut input. Easy. But in Node 2, you dynamically insert the output from Node 1 as your user content. By the time you hit Node 3, your JSON body actually contains the original proposal from Node 1 and the critical review from Node 2, all combined. It's like a continuous, automated relay race of text.
And finally, Part 5. Parsing the final output, the extraction process.
Now, before we can pass the baton in that relay race, there's a slight catch. When the APIs reply to you, they send back this big, complex dictionary of data. To extract just the pure text, we use an exact 1, 2, 3 action sequence inside shortcuts right after our URL call. Step 1, use the getDictionaryValue action for choices. Step 2, use the getItemFromList action to grab the first item, simply because choices happens to be an array. And step 3, use getDictionaryValue one more time, targeting message.content. This effectively drills down through all that raw JSON packaging to find the actual usable text response.
Once you've got that pure text, you save it as a variable, let's call it generator output, and you feed it directly into the next AI node. Let's step back and see how this builds, because this exact dictionary extraction pattern is essentially copy-pasted after every single node. You make the URL call, drill down with those 3 extraction steps, save the variable, and move right on to the next agent. The whole shebang.
To keep this execution blazing fast, and to make sure you maintain that $0 budget, the source blueprint gives us some really essential pro tips. Number 1, keep your system prompts concise. That keeps you safely within the generous token rate limits of those free tiers. Number 2, rename your shortcut variables clearly. Use labels like genout or critout so you don't accidentally pass the wrong text block into the final node. And number 3, because Groq uses the standard OpenAI schema, you can actually use the exact same JSON layout for all 3 nodes. You just swap out the API keys or the model names if you want to mix and match providers. Super flexible.
So there you have it. You now have the blueprint for a multi-layered, highly critical AI intelligence resting natively right there in your pocket for absolutely free. So what specific workflow or domain are you planning to point this Hivemind at first? Are you going to use it for flawless code generation, rigorous text refinement, or maybe something entirely experimental? The tools are literally in your hands. Test out this new zero-cost superpower and let's see what you can build.